If you are arriving in Lisbon on a cruise ship or embarking on one in the city, you will be interested to know how to get to and from the port. In today's video, we will tell you about the different transport options to get to Lisbon's cruise terminal. Hola, ¿qué tal? Hello, I am Tony Galvez from Road Trip Spain and Portugal, where we help you plan the perfect trip with practical information and insider tips. The excellent news, it's very easy to get to the Lisbon cruise terminal, both for those arriving on a flight and wanting to get from the airport to the cruise terminal, and for those who have already stayed in Lisbon the night before. The location of the port is also perfect for those with Lisbon as a port of call. This is because the cruise terminal is located in the center of the city. The terminal is a modern building inaugurated in 2017. The building is right at the foot of the Alfama district with a beautiful view of the houses of the traditional Lisbon neighborhood. Passengers boarding in Lisbon enter at one end of the terminal, disembarking passengers exit at the other end of the terminal. You will now see on the screen how convenient the location of the terminal is. At a 5-minute walk north of the cruise terminal is the Santa Polonia station, which is an important transport hub. In the opposite direction, towards the mouth of the Tagus River, and also a 5-minute walk away, is the Praça do Comércio, one of the city's most important squares. Let's talk now about the cruise terminal for those embarking and disembarking, and later about the cruise terminal for those with Lisbon as a port of call. The first option for getting to and from the cruise terminal is the Santa Polonia station, which, as we have already explained, is a leisurely 5-minute walk from the cruise terminal. Santa Polonia is an important railway station in Portugal. Trains depart from here to destinations in the north of the country, such as Coimbra or Porto. Santa Polonia is also a metro station on the Blue Line, the first station at one end of the line. If you want to go from the airport to the cruise terminal, you can use the Red Line from the airport to San Sebastián and change to the Blue Line to Santa Polonia, or the other way around if you are going from the port to the airport. Now let's go into the opposite direction from the cruise terminal to Praça do Comércio, again a 5-minute walk. Actually, we're not going to reach Praça do Comércio, but we are going to stop before, because the place we're interested is Terreiro do Paço, containing another station on the Blue Line of the Lisbon Metro, the one that starts at Santa Polonia and then passes through Terreiro do Paço. If you are coming from the airport, you could choose to get off here before arriving at Santa Polonia and walk to the cruise terminal. The journey time to the cruise terminal will be very similar. The cruise terminal is also served by taxis and ride-sharing services, known in Portugal as TVDE. The companies operating in Lisbon are Bolt and Uber. We have a video on the channel where we talk in detail about how Lisbon's public transport works, so don't miss it. And that's it, we've explained how to get to and from the cruise terminal for those joining or finishing a cruise in the Portuguese capital. Now let's talk about those making a one-day stopover in Lisbon. We hope that, as happened to us when we stopped over in Lisbon recently to prepare this video you're watching, you already know the city and can afford to choose this or that place to visit again. But if it's your first time in the city, you will have to make choices. Here on the channel, we have already presented our top attractions in Lisbon in a video where we have carefully selected our favorite places in the city. One solution for those short on time is a hop-on, hop-off sightseeing bus. You can buy tickets for the bus at the cruise terminal and you will find the vehicles waiting outside the terminal. The hop-on, hop-off bus, it's a great way to get a first taste of Lisbon and especially a promise to come back with more time. Lisbon is an amazing city that deserves so much more. So this was our shortest video about Lisbon's cruise terminal, which, as you may have noticed, has a very practical and simple location. However, if you have any questions about the subject of the video, please use the commentary box to ask. If you are planning a trip to Lisbon, you don't want to make too many mistakes, and to avoid them, we recorded the video you're watching now on the screen where we try to help you put your planning in order. We are off to that video where we are waiting for you.